Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour tout le monde. Je ne sais pas si tout le monde est arrivé. En attendant, faire un petit peu de musique. Il faut que je fasse des tests d'éclair. Ah, je pense que ça c'est mieux. Je vais écrire un petit message pour ceux qui sont déjà là. Alors, bonjour, tout simplement. Voilà, c'est fait. Puis, bien entendu, que vous m'entendez bien. Est-ce que vous m'entendez? Je vais mettre un petit cœur, parce que j'aime les petits cœurs. Alors, qu'est-ce que je pourrais vous chanter? La chanson du melon d'eau. Le melon d'eau est rouge, il a des pépins. On le savoure tout froid, avec amour et des fausses notes. 2020. Hey, quelle année mémorable pour être ensemble tout le monde. Tous les 2, tous les 3, tous les 4, tous les 5, tous les 6, tous les 7, tous les 8, tous les 9, tous les 10. 10 petits amours sur un petit bateau se serrent fort contre les autres. 10 petits amis sur la mer se retrouvent dans la mer. C'est l'espoir qui les mène, c'est l'espoir qui les fait vaguer, c'est l'espoir qui les mène jusqu'au nouveau rivage. C'est un petit message d'amour. Je pense qu'aujourd'hui, plus que jamais, ça fait toujours du bien. Hein? On se dévoile. Alors, je vois, il y en a qui sont arrivés. Ben, bonjour les amis. Hello everyone. Of course, I have to switch a bit to English once in a while. Of course, it's my pleasure to be here with you. Alors, c'est vrai que ça fait depuis 4 ans que je travaille sur mon livre. It's been 4 years that I've been writing on my book. Et puis vous, est-ce que vous aimez écrire? Do you like to write? Do you like to share your stories with your friends and your neighbors? Get together with some wine and some lunch and some laughter, 'cause we are community. We get together and enjoy each other's company, away, afar, and close to my heart, to my heart. You're always close to my heart, to my heart, close to my heart, yes you are. Alors, un livre, writing a book. Si vous avez des questions, hein, comment je suis arrivé, il est presque prêt. Hey, j'ai hâte de l'avoir dans mes mains, puis de pouvoir vous le transmettre, vous le donner. It's so close, like within a couple of weeks, in 2 weeks for sure. In 2 weeks, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be in my arms with you. Ask me anything you want. Ask me anything you want to be with me together. Oh, so, humanitarian clowning, être un clown humanitaire, ça a changé ma vie. Hein? It did change my life. Je pourrais dire qu'avant, je me connaissais pas. I didn't know who I was. Et puis, ça m'a permis de me découvrir, puis de découvrir tout l'amour qu'il y a autour de nous. Puis je pense qu'aujourd'hui, today, this is what we need the most, you know, to discover how much love we have inside each of us. Salut Norma. Hi Norman. It's a pleasure that you're here. Thank you for coming for a visit. It's like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Come on into my living room. Bonjour Flora. Bonjour Flora. Moi, il faut que je fonctionne avec 2 lunettes. Peut-être que je pourrais les mettre comme ça. Là, c'est vrai que ça ferait un beau for eyes. Fait que pour lire vos messages, so to read your messages, then I have to kind of switch. But not so much. Yes, so we were talking about love. En espagnol, amor. Amor para el mundo. El mundo es mucho importante. Sí. Alors, voyage de clown. Ah oui? Good for you, Norma. Ça veut dire que tu es très beau. It means you look very well. Stuff like that. This is a drawing. Ça, c'est un dessin. This is a drawing I did a couple of months ago. I wasn't drawing for years and years. And I just felt the urge to draw. And this is some of the lessons we all have to learn. And you know, the COVID crisis, what's happening now, for me, it's like an awakening. It's an awakening of finding out what is really important for me. And what is important is to be here with you and to share. So if you have any questions, if I can help you on your own journey on either writing, getting your projects done, it'd be my pleasure. Merry Christmas to you. So, as I say, my book is basically done. It's at the designer who's putting it all together to make it as beautiful and as perfect as possible. So, me too, Norman. I can't wait. Thank you. So, what can I say? Oh, and I'm making a trailer because the way I wrote the book, la façon que j'ai écrit le livre, the way I wrote the book, I wrote as a movie. So it's a very passionate, a lot of action from the heart. And of course, you'll learn about me, but it's about the human spirit. And maybe I can do a song for the human spirit. You can join along. Maybe in the chat, you can tell me what's the human spirit for you? What has it done for you? Puis, qu'est-ce que l'âme humaine vit dans votre vie, dans votre cœur avec vous présentement? Moi, j'ai beaucoup besoin de l'âme humaine, l'espoir, faith in humanity. Fait que si vous me l'écrivez dans le chat, dans le cavardage, I can put it in my song. So, we are all together on a journey of discovery, together in the unknown. We try to get where we want, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes something else. Sometimes something's in the way of where you wanna go. Oh. Alors, la musique. Est-ce que la musique c'est important pour vous? Is music important for you? Is music something that punctuates your life? Is music something you turn to when you're in a mood? You have different moods. You have moods for classical music. Est-ce que vous avez des fois des envies de musique classique? Do you feel sometimes for jazz? Or punk? Uh, Punk was very, very important for me. La musique punk and the Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen. That's very important. So, how about music? Music in your life. When I'm clowning, see if I can do Twinkle. You can sing along. I don't have a clown nose. Do you have a clown nose? Oh, mais Tocino is always around. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder who you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I wonder where you are. Alors, qu'est-ce que vous aimeriez savoir? What would you like to know? The writing journey. Alors, tiens, maybe le hero's journey. Si on a parlé, donc je parlais un petit peu de musique. C'est quoi la musique qui vous excite? C'est quoi la musique qui, toi, t'anime? Like, what's your favorite song in the world? And I'm asking this, puis je vous demande ça parce que in my book, music has been the spirit of keeping me alive. Joanne is having problem logging in. Oh, that's okay. Merci, Joanne, d'être là. So, thank you for listening, Joanne. It's a pleasure you're here too. My laughter buddy. Oh, oh, say, oh, oh, ha, 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 oh, oh, ha, ha, oh, oh, ha, ha, oh, oh, ha, ha, ha. So, qu'est-ce que je disais? Je pense que je parlais de musique. What's your favorite song? What's your favorite group? God, there's so many. Do you follow what's happening now? I have a daughter who's 15, and she made me discover a group called Surfaces, and something about Sunday. It's always Sunday, and it's always party time. You could say. So, music. When I was 7 or 8, I went to school and there was a lending library. Là, on pouvait emprunter des disques. Religious music. Oh, um, your favorite song change all the time. Well, that's a good idea because we change all the time. I think when we struggle the most is when we find a hard time to let go and to adapt to whatever is happening. Um, Religious music, that could be. I had the pleasure of singing Vivaldi, Requiem de Mozart. Uh, Mon Dieu, c'est tellement merveilleux. Et puis c'est ça, dans le livre, je suis un peu en retard. In the book, I'm a bit late, but as you read my book, you will be able to go online. Vous allez pouvoir aller en ligne. Et puis quand je raconte dans le livre que j'ai donné un concert de Mozart, vous pouvez cliquer et vous pouvez revivre en même temps que vous lisez le livre la musique. Donc ça, c'est quelque chose de fantastique. Il y a la musique grégorienne. J'imagine que Joanne, quand on parle de musique religieuse, la musique grégorienne aussi, ça doit être important. Mes petites lunettes encore. Noël Colombier. Je m'excuse. Ça manque à ma culture générale, Noël Colombier. Alors, oui, c'est ça. Donc, merci, Normand. Donc, the way I built the book, okay, because it's basically 55 years. It's an autobiography, so it's 55 years. And I won't tell you everything. Je ne vais pas tout vous dévoiler parce que je veux que vous ayez le plaisir de revivre. Mais l'idée, c'est que quand je vais parler des expositions, des œuvres d'art que j'ai faites, qui ont changé ma vie, qui m'ont amené une ouverture. Par exemple, j'étais à Amsterdam à un moment donné. J'ai étudié à Amsterdam. Et puis ben, là, je parle de ce que j'ai fait à Amsterdam. Et donc, vous cliquez et vous pouvez soit me voir à Amsterdam, soit voir mes œuvres à Amsterdam. Donc, dans le livre, elles sont décrites, mais il y a de la musique. Il y a beaucoup de musique. Ah oui, j'allais chanter Alléluia de Leonard Cohen, mais je ne suis pas encore rendu là. Je suis pas encore rendu là. Je pourrais la chanter a cappella. Alléluia cappella, that could be wonderful. So, music, Gregorian music, punk music, jazz music. Qu'est-ce que j'écoute ces temps-ci? Ces temps-ci, I'm feeling nostalgic and I'm listening to the 80s music. So, that's helping me a lot. Alors, écrire. Est-ce qu'il y en a parmi vous? Is there some of you who enjoys either reading or writing? Ça m'intéresse de savoir. Est-ce qu'il y en a parmi vous qui aiment écrire? Quiero escribir? Non, te gusto? Non, me gusto? Te gusta? S'il y en a qui veulent m'aider en espagnol. Te gusta escribir? Kind of, sort of. Parce qu'avec l'Internet, c'est comme regarder des trucs sur YouTube, faire de la recherche sur YouTube, apprendre. Pour moi, c'est devenu presque une seconde nature à lire. So, when I love doing research. So, my book is kind of full of research, you could say. Since research into feelings, into emotions, and reading. Ah, both. Diane. Bonjour, Diane. Norman, Flora, whoops, Flora, Diane, and guys, and Joanne. Bonjour, wow, Shendel Rockman. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Writing. So, for the book, I don't think I kind of mentioned it just barely. Ceux qui connaissent bien Montréal, il y a un endroit qui est assez spécial qui s'appelle le Faubourg Sainte-Catherine, alors qui est au coin de Guy, qui s'appelle Guy Concordia maintenant, et sur Sainte-Catherine. Et j'ai passé des heures, des journées, des semaines à écrire. Il y a 30 ans de ça, quand j'allais à l'Université Concordia. So, for those who like to read and to write, what's your special, do you have a ritual? Est-ce que vous avez un rituel? Do you have a ritual that puts your brain into, I'm going to sit and I'm going to enjoy coffee or a glass of wine and say, this is my time to read and my time to write. Parce que ça, c'est très important. C'est important de vous donner le temps à vous pour lire, puis pour écrire. Le pouvoir de l'écriture. Dans l'écriture, on peut se révéler. When you write, you kind of reveal yourself. You can even play with poetry, play with imagination, play with, comment on appelle ça? When you write with your non-dominant hand. Il y a une expression pour ça. OK. Puis, donc, il y a la main dominante. Actually, voici mes deux mains. Hey, c'est merveilleux, hein, ces deux-là. Et puis, pourquoi je dis ça? Ah oui. Moi, I'm 60 years old. I'm going to be 61 next month. Well, almost next month, in 5 weeks. And why I'm saying this is because dans ma génération, in my generation, oui, automatic writing. Merci, Norman. Merci beaucoup. Quand j'allais à l'école, supposément, je suis un gaucher. I'm a lefty. And in the 60s, when I went to primary school and kindergarten, that was wrong. Fallait pas être gaucher. Donc, on m'a transformé en droitier. So I don't know if you guys had, some of you had that same experience about left, right hand and left hand. So, pour moi, ça a été, c'est peut-être pour ça dans ma tête, I don't know if some of you it's the same for you, but knowing the difference between left, again, right hand and left hand has never been automatic. Donc, vous voyez, même aujourd'hui, je vais encore me tromper. So, you can try that automatic writing. Il y a des exercices, there's some exercise that says when you write with your dominant hand, this is your mind speaking. And when you write with the non-dominant hand, it's your heart speaking. Il y en a qui vont dire que c'est l'enfant intérieur qui va dire celui qui est plus spontané. So you could say it's the same for me, except it's kind of confusing. Now, languages. So, on a parlé un petit peu de l'écriture. Your favorite time to read and to write. Norman m'a dit que de lire avant de se coucher. Il y a un endroit spécial pour se coucher. Pas pour se coucher, mais pour lire, je veux dire. Donc, ça, c'est ça. Un coin de lecture dans la maison. Une chaise spéciale. Un rituel. Peut-être se faire un chocolat chaud. To do a hot chocolate. Est-ce qu'il y en a ici? Some of you who loves hot chocolate and make some as comfort drink. So when I write, it's coffee, and but now it's decaf coffee. Mais quand j'écrivais le livre, mon journal, parce que un journal comme vous avez ici, j'en écris depuis. My God. Ça fait presque 40 ans, 40 years that I'm keeping a journal, which has been very good for finding my inner self, speaking my truth, and having always a close friend to talk to. Mais j'ai arrêté de fumer 20 years ago, kind of, or a bit more than that. In 96, en 96, je suis revenu vivre au Canada. I came back to live in Canada. So my writing ritual was being cigarettes, cigarettes and coffee, cigarettes and coffee, cigarettes and coffee. Same thing with reading. Actually, I don't know if I smoked when I was reading, but I can't say I miss it, but because I still have the ritual. And so rituals are very important because they can it's like a hug that helps you to do something, you know. So I've used those je pense que je les ai comptés à un moment donné, j'avais à peu près 130, 130 journals, kind of like this, full of writing. So, pour écrire le livre, I did a lot. I did a lot of digging for that too. So, j'ai utilisé. I've used the trick of the non-dominant hand. Mais un autre truc, je dirais pas un truc, mais ça, j'aimerais ça que vous y pensiez. I'd like you to consider this for a moment. Think about this for a moment. When you read or write, like, do you read or write in your own language? And if you have that opportunity, do you read in another language? Donc, est-ce que vous écrivez et lisez dans votre langue maternelle, your mother tongue, or do you enjoy um, reading in another language? Now, ça peut être très important. Donc, ça c'est un truc. Hein? Donc, je vous ai dit que j'allais parler, that I would talk about the process of writing. So how can you explore yourself? How can you use writing to know yourself better, to just because you feel. Puis, qu'est-ce qu'il y a de beau avec l'écriture, c'est que c'est un espace magique. It's a magical space when you can just be yourself. Dans la vie, tu as beaucoup de responsabilités. You have a lot of responsibilities to your partner, which is fine, to your parents or children, for example. But when you write, it's a gift. It's a gift you give to yourself. Alors, je suis rendu comme Geppetto. Read in English, but some in French, although oui, ben ça, la grammaire, c'est pas très... grammar is, of course, very important when you want to publish. Oh boy, did I learn this in the last year and a half when my book is being edited and rewriting for the final copy. So I did get a professional editing done. Hein? Donc, une correctrice professionnelle, Lina. Je ne sais pas si elle est là, Lina Online. Mais merci, Lina. It's amazing. Puis, if you're writing a book, if you want to self-publish, don't skip that part. There's different ways you can find a good editor. Pinocchio. And we're Pinocchio that tells the truth. So I think he calls me Geppetto while he was making Pinocchio. So, qu'est-ce que je disais maintenant? Je pense que je parlais des langues. Ah oui, la grammaire. So, in my writing journey, if my book would have come out as the upmost as I write myself, si je l'aurais sorti exactement comme si j'aurais sorti le livre exactement. Bonjour tous les amis qui se joignent, merci. Love you. Thank you for being there. If I would have written it exactly, published it exactly as I've written it, I wouldn't say it would be a disaster, but it would be just some writings. Now I'm proud. I'm proud of what I'm submitting to you as a good read, as an entertaining read with good grammar. Alors, pour revenir donc à la langue, most of my journals were written in English, même si je suis français. Ma langue maternelle, c'est le français. And the beauty of, for me, my step of writing writing in a language which is not your mother tongue is that it will give you some distance to what you're writing. Um, et quand j'ai changé au français, l'anglais, so English helped me, so writing in not my mother tongue helped me to get close to my feelings because I was so lost, I was so out of touch. J'étais tellement perdu et loin de mon identité. Je ne sais pas if some of you know what is a people pleaser or codependent, meaning that my life depended on the approval of others. So I don't know if some of you ever felt that way. So basically, I got lost over the years. So writing in English gave me permission to. It's like I'm an outsider looking at myself. Et puis, and then when I started to write in my own mother tongue, quand j'ai commencé à écrire dans ma propre langue maternelle, c'est là que les émotions crues, les émotions plus proches, plus personnelles ont réussi à sortir. So I think so the more real, deep emotions came out when I used my mother tongue. So ça peut être intéressant pour ceux qui sont bilingues ou trilingues de penser à ça. Do you think in your mother tongue? Do you think in a second language tongue? I studied in Holland. Et puis, so ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. Het is bijna 30 jaar geleden nu dat ik was in Amsterdam voor 4 jaar. Donc, j'étais à Amsterdam pour 4 années. Et donc, dans mon livre, des fois, j'écrivais en hollandais, en anglais. Et puis, quand je suis allé en Russie, je peux pas dire que j'ai écrit. I cannot say that I wrote in Russian, but I did learn the Cyrillic alphabet, and I was able to drink bevo piva, which means drink beer. So I was able to ask to a taxi driver, where could I buy some beer, my friend? Where could I buy some beer? Where could I buy some beer? I was okay. So let's keep on track. So expressing yourself in your mother tongue, reading in your mother tongue, writing in your mother tongue might make a difference. Donc, écrire, lire et parler dans sa langue maternelle ou non, ça, c'est un outil. C'est un peu comme le... Ah, c'est bon. Puis probablement, c'est la première fois que je fais ça, puis ça pourrait être en replay. Donc, je m'excuse pour les anglicismes, en rappel, je ne sais pas. Ici, tonight will be the night. C'est à peu près la seule chose de Queen can I sing tonight. So, I can see that my ukulele is my comfort for tonight. Le ukulele, c'est mon confort pour être avec vous ce soir. Since I cannot hug you, you're my ukulele tonight. So, qu'est-ce que je disais? Tonight will be... Que le lancement du livre. So, this is the first attempt at doing a live transmission. And so, if you have any questions, si vous avez des questions, mettez-le. As a humanitarian, my aim is to help. My aim is to help as many people as possible, d'aider autant de personnes que je peux, à Montréal, à l'extérieur, sur la planète. So, depuis 6 mois, I'm on the self-publishing journey. So, if you have any question about how do you get your book together, what do you need? What do you need to write a book? what are the steps. Presently, là, c'est quoi les étapes? Là, présentement, je suis en train d'apprendre comment le mettre en ligne. There's as ebook. So the books will be available at Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Apple. I'm still working this out. So ebook, il va être prêt très rapidement. Print book, about the same time. And then I'm still eventually audiobook. Donc, c'est ça. Là, c'est le lancement. This is the launch. Yes, yes, yes. Quand j'aurai le livre en main, ça va être la célébration. Peut-être la semaine prochaine, sinon dans 2 semaines. So, for the next 5 weeks, durant les journées de la culture du Québec, on se rencontre. Hein? We'll meet like that. I'm using YouTube. I don't know if some of you will share the other platforms, other ways to do this. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be with you. This kind of social distancing and that it's made it harder to meet. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm with you tonight. Merci d'être là. Thank you for being there. You guys are really wonderful. So I'm improvising with my guitar, ukulele. Tuccino is always with me, keeping me company. So, je parlais de l'écriture. So I was talking about writing. It's a tool to meet yourself. And when I'm thinking about how much time do you give to being aware of where you are in your life right now, without getting heavy or I think you are the most amazing person. Tu es la personne la plus merveilleuse. Et puis, si on ne prend pas le temps de se le dire, puis de s'explorer, ben, il n'y a pas grand monde qui va être là pour nous le dire. So, keeping a journal, or reading book, or a YouTube channel video, if you have favorite ones, you can tell me about it too. So, this is number 1. C'est la première soirée de 5 soirées pour parler de mon livre. Hein? Donc, il n'y a pas beaucoup de questions, c'est bien correct. J'ai envie de vous parler d'amour un petit peu. Alors, on peut parler d'auto-publication. On peut parler le processus, mais on va parler d'amour. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire pour prendre soin de soi? Moi, je pense qu'une des meilleures prendre soin de soi, one of the best way of taking care of ourselves is to take care of somebody else. There's something magic about not being focused on our life. We live in a community. We are so beautiful together. And c'est ça que j'ai appris quand je faisais le clown humanitaire. When I did humanitarian clowning. So yeah, let's talk about this. What's humanitarian clowning? So, est-ce qu'il y a des clowns ce soir parmi nous? J'ai pas mis les annonces. I didn't put the ads for tonight on the clown social media because I felt I just wanted to be with you first. But how many of you know about Patch Adams and his journeys that he does to help people? You know. Qui est-ce qui vous inspire dans la vie? Who are the people who inspires you in your life? Ça, c'est I'm asking you now. Pensez un instant. C'est qui les personnes qui vous inspirent dans la vie? C'est comme it's like music. Tout à l'heure, je parlais, c'est quoi votre musique favorite? Puis on a dit que ça allait changer. Les gens qui vous inspirent, moi la personne qui a été tellement inspirante dans ma vie, the person who has accompanied me for the longest time in my life is Alan Watts. Now, who is Alan Watts? Alan Watts, c'est un philosophe anglo-américain. Je pense qu'il vivait après en Californie, qui a introduit, who introduced Eastern philosophies. And you can find, maybe I'll post a link in the show notes or whatnot. Puis, lui, c'était mon inspiration. Puis, je pourrais dire que in my darkest hours, même encore des fois aujourd'hui, quand je ne sais plus quoi penser ou je suis un peu perdu, je fais juste écouter quelque chose de Alan Watts, puis c'est comme, oh yeah. Hi. Hello, Zuli. Pleasure to see you. Yannick assisted to conférence de Patch. I'd like to hear more about your writing of the book. Yes. OK. D'accord. Je vais juste finir mon histoire. Donc, c'est qui vous a inspiré? Who has inspired you? So, Gandhi inspired me. Nelson Mandela inspired me. So, who are the people who inspired you? So, pour parler le livre, alors, je peux vous parler, il y a peut-être deux choses que je pourrais parler du livre. There's the writing process. I can talk to you about what are the steps in writing a book? What are the steps to getting it done? That's very specific. Peut-être la prochaine fois, je pourrais prendre un petit sketchpad puis vous montrer les étapes. Alors, when I planned my book, so it was called Love's Healing Journey. Et puis, en réalité, c'était 3 livres. It was supposed to be 3 books. 3 books. Because there's 3 big stages in my life. Et puis finalement, les 3 livres se sont réunis dans un livre. So, in one book. So, I don't want to tell you too much, but the book is, the first part of my book is in my youth, growing up, these struggles, like you had struggled. We can talk about intimidation, self-doubt, discovering sexuality, discovering how do you feel in your own body? How do you feel in your presence? So the first part of the book, so it's 3 books. The first part, la première partie, it's called La Chute, the fall. So it's about when you feel that your life is spinning out of control and you're falling into the abyss. So that's the first part of the book. So the book is in 3 parts. Quand tu tombes dans l'abîme, c'est comme un tourbillon qui t'aspire. So that's the first part. I wrote the book as a movie. I wish it comes out as a movie. So je l'ai écrit as, when you're reading it, it's like you're watching it. It's like a movie. So from the fall, the second part of the book is reaching out from the abyss, from the l'abîme, and then trying different ways to get out. And I did get out. I was able to to find myself. And I found myself, let's say, with many adventures um, in Europe. So there's a lot of traveling. So in Europe, uh, studying in Europe, uh, almost ending up living on the street in Europe, homeless. That's quite something. Mm. Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure for you guys to be there. And the 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 third, so you could say, the first part is la chute, when you get lost in the abyss. The second part is when you reach and you kind of find a neutral spot, so you're no longer going down, and you're starting to get strong and to build yourself, and to, like, I don't want, je veux pas tout te révéler, mais c'est comme tu deviens plus fort, tu as commencé à te retrouver, hein? And which is why in the next book that's going to come afterward, je vais parler de écouter, aimer et créer. So these are the three steps I'm going to teach very soon. So the first step is to listen. The second step is to love, the choice, making a choice. And the third step is to create. Now, finally, and the third book is about going on trips with Patch. Uh, how that changed my life, how I discovered love, how I discovered that we have the possibility of creating an amazing life, whatever your past circumstances have been. C'est vraiment dans la troisième partie du livre où j'ai découvert que vous pouvez créer la vie que vous voulez, la vie extraordinaire that you deserve, qui vous revient à vous. Puis tu as les étapes. Hein? So in the book, you will follow the steps that you can use yourself for your own life. So, oui, oui. Tonight, I'm just drinking water. Mm. When I will have the book in my hand, I'll be drinking something else. So, oof, I, I'm so happy that you dropped by to be with me tonight. So, what else can I say? I think I think I've said a lot tonight. An hour of uh, I'm talking to you, but I would love so much to hear you. So I love reading. I love reading what you're telling me here, which is nice. So maybe I'll just cut it short. Well, we're almost close to the hour. Maybe I can just sing Bonjour, Joanne. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to have my laughter buddies with me here. Um, and I can be practical and I can just be musical. I think next time I'll prepare a sing along. Um, on the top of my head, say, well, you are my sunshine, my little sunshine. You make me happy when you're around. Wow. You have to help me there. So, um, you are my sunshine, my happy sunshine. You make me happy when you're around. Da-da-da, help me. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, please, please, don't take my love away. Ouais, je pense que c'est ça que je vais faire. I was thinking making an hour. So I'm answering your question, and I just want to send you love. So I'm gonna sing, and if you have questions and comments, I'd love to share. And if he says, give me some lyrics. So what do I feel right now? I'm so joyed to be with you. I'm so happy to share this time together as we are part. Why not improvise? Une chose que Patch a dit, something that Patch Adam. So, donc, il y en a qui ont vu des conférences de Patch. It's like the beauty of being a clown is that if you make a mistake, it means you're a real clown, and that's on everything. Uh, you're never wrong, and what I'm learning now is integrity. And I have to thank the COVID. Let's do a fun song. Yes, I know. Uh, COVID 9, COVID 19. Thank you, my friend. You've helped me clean up my life of my town. I wish you had come sooner. Maybe when I was young, then I would have started to be with my friend, to be with my friends much sooner. COVID-19. Come on, let's make a laughter song for COVID-19. COVID-19, we came all together. They tried to put us apart by wearing masks and making us scared. But we came together. We love who we are. We love our family because we are together. Humanity as one. I am here and you are too. Whoops. My friends are one to be together. And that's the thing. Peut-être un dernier petit message. Life, oh, en espagnol. Sur l'espagnol, puedo transmitir mucho amor a las personas. Muchos amor. Si es posible, escribes los palabras en el chat box. So, es posible para mí y canto le, mucho better. Las correcto palabras. Maar ese hizo mucho amor, no, mucho amor, más amor, mucho amor, más amor. My favorite word in Spanish. Mi preferado palabra en español, juntos. Juntos el corazón, juntos comer, juntos, comment on dit jouer en espagnol? Juntos, fabricar sonrisas, juntos feliz. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Oh, it's so wonderful. So, um, escuchar la canción de animales, las canciones de Woof Woof del Tuchino. So, Patch told me, so, me gusta mucho el grande amor por todos, sí, mucho importante. Mi libro en el español, posiblemente en una mesa, una mese es posible de de comprar, sí. C'est le premier livre, the first book, le premier livre est en français. Et puis, el segundo libro es en español. Sí, español. El segundo libro es posiblemente para todos mis amigos y amigas de Latinoamérica, México, de avoir, ser, el libro, sí. Thank you, Flora. I love to improvise. So, what am I saying now? So, see, I must thank my translator is Juan. Juan. He has a very long name, so I'm sorry. I won't do him justice now if I say his whole name. But Juan is Argentinian. Juan est un ami argentine qui vit à Paris. So, Juan, mi amigo de Argentina, de vivre, es casa, es en France. France, et il a fini de traduire. Wow! Le traduction est finito, et maintenant, je vais trouver un designer, un graphiste pour finir le livre en espagnol. Thank you. Yes. I'll be finishing in a few songs now. So see you next week. Okay. Tell your friends. I think I'll have more singing, and if you have requests for songs, then just tell me. Next time, maybe I'll have Tochino was here tonight, and I will have Jacko, my puppet. Where's my puppet? Where's Jacko? Jacko is gone. Okay, so yeah, so well, I was finishing in Spanish and in Spanish. That's Dutch now I speak. Famous last word. Life is a journey. La vie, c'est un trajet. Et puis, laughter is a tool, and clowning is a tool. Wait, I think so too. So, ce qui est important, c'est de se retrouver avec la vérité que l'on porte et de le partager. So, whatever is your truth, it's the most beautiful thing there is. And my journey is to help you find your truth and give you the tools to share it to the world like I'm sharing it. So I'll finish it with this. And next week, more news, more Spanish. más español, mucho más español. Me gusta preparado canto en el español, sí. Take care, everyone. Love you, and see you next week. And share. They always say subscribe to the video, to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you next week. And maybe I'll have the book in my hand. Thank you, Norman. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, everyone who's been there, Flora and Shando and Zuli. And it's been great. It's been great. Love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.